Guys, this is Tate. Today, I'm going to do a little demo on the app we're working on. The app is developed by a friend, Paul Newen. I know him for like I think 20 years or more, and I'm really happy that he's able to help us making this app. So what he's doing right now is putting the game on the web app, so I can play test this beta version, kind of. So this is actually a live, and then I can play it on the browser, either on desktop or on my phone. So the skeleton of it, and of course we're gonna make it much prettier. Um, you see a little on the upper right, that's the score. Now is a 0 point, and in the middle is the 4x4 shelter, and on the lower left is the Foster home, and to the right is the street deck. It show you there are 20 cars. Um, so if you know the game already, it starts with two cats in the foster home and four cats in the middle. And the cat on the lower right, there'll be a delivery card on the lower right cat. Now the mobile app is going to be a little bit different. Right now, you see the cat is in a more reddish color. That means it cannot be moved because there's a delivery card on it. So on the app is going to be a little bit different. We're not sure how we're going to do this, but so there won't be a delivery card on the cat. And now, how do you know which direction that this cat came from, or how you can which way you can push the cat, the new cat? So one is at the bottom. Right now you see like a double green arrow. We're gonna remove that. So on your turn, if you can send a cat either from foster home or street, there will be a green border around the cat, around this cat. So you know you can select one of them. But if you only can get a new cat from street, you only see a green border around the street deck. Okay. So that kind of show you that where you can get on your turn where you can get a new cat from, and also the direction. So right now you see this little green arrow shows the direction that you can send the new cat in. We're gonna work on it, so make it more visible. So again, this is just a beta. Um, and then so it tells you the direction where you can send a new cat. Now you also notice the street deck, you can see the cat. So we're not sure in the app version you're gonna be able to see the cat, because in the card version, the deck is face down, so you don't know what you're getting. Alright. So I'm going to demonstrate, and then if you don't know the rules, you can learn the rule. So on your turn, I'm going to, if you see this double arrow, meaning that I can send a cat either from the foster home or the street. In this case, I'm going to get a cat from the foster home. I'm going to bring it over to this spot right here, and then right away this arrow tells me that I can, I have only one choice, is to click the green arrow, so it's just slide the cats one space. So once I move the cat one space, the new cat, turn into the reddish color, meaning this cat is a new cat, just came to the shelter. Now at the bottom, this arrow shows that on your next turn, you can only get a cat from the street. And now this came up right away, so that we need to delay the arrow, so it will be less confusing, because otherwise you have two green arrows showing up at the same time, one in the shelter and one at the bottom. So anyway, that's my turn. Once I send the cat in, the system will check if there are 3 or 4 cats of the same color in the row or column. Then it will flip the middle ones. Once it is flipped, that means it's ready to adopt. Now, in the app version, on the lower left right here, there's a little carriage. So Kami, our artist, is working on this little image. So if the cat is flipped, ready to adopt, you will see this carriage instead of a cat. That means this cat is ready to go to its new home. Alright, so let me continue to the second turn. So if I send a cat from the foster home, my next turn can only send a cat from the street. So I'm going to get a cat from the street and going to bring the cat over, and right away it shows me where I can place the cat. It's pretty easy. If I place it here, it should also show me the direction where I can slide the cat. So I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to click on this green arrow, and then that will send the cat one space and turn this new cat in a reddish color. Alright, so if I send a cat from the street, next turn I can send a cat from either place. I'm going to get a cat from the foster home, and I'm going to put it out here. And when I move the cat into a little box, it shows me which way I can slide this cat into the shelter. So I click on that, and then I move it into the shelter. Okay. So my next turn, I can only get a cat from the street. Besides, I don't have any more cats in the foster home. So this is how you play, and then see if I can. Okay. See if I can play until I can get a cat out of the shelter to be adopted. So I'm gonna put a cat here and slide one space. Oh, I got a wildcat. Okay, so what should I do? How do I make it work? Okay, so alright, so I'm not really good at this game, I guess. Alright, keep on sending more cats. Put it right here. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so place a new cat over there. There's a wildcat, and push it to the right. So this right here, now we have 3 red cats in a row now. So this is a wildcat, right? And then this is we have 2 cats of the same kind. So this one makes a third. And we're gonna flip the middle one, so the middle one turns a little bit transparent. So in the app, when the app's ready, it's going to turn into a carriage. All right, so we just need to push that cat out of the shelter, then will be adopted. Now, if you look at the score, now it's changed from 0 to 1. So the app works a little bit different. It gives you the point right away instead of calculating points at the end of the game. So in the card version, you that's what you do. You calculate all your points at the end of the game. So it's easier. So when you play the card games, you don't have to calculate your points every time when you do something. You just do it at the end of the game. But when you play a game on the app, since the app can keep score for us, so we just every time when a cat, it's flipped. You get a point, and then when it's go to the new home, it's not a point. Is another point. And in the card game, at the end of the game, you get 2 points for the cat that's in the new home, and 1 point for the cat that's ready to adopt, but still in the shelter. So the point system is the same. But just if you might think a little bit, it is a little bit weird that you're getting the point during the game, but you just have to get used to it. The point system is actually the same. It doesn't make any difference. All right. So now I'm going to get this cat right here from the street, and I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to click on the green arrow, slide 1 space, so that cat move up, and that scores. And another cat, yeah, everything moves so fast. It's because it's also make it okay. So the cat was face down, was here, right? So now it's being pushed out of the shelter. Now there's another red cat right here. Now when we slide it over, we're gonna right after moving the sliding the cat, the computer or in the game, the next thing you do is check if there are 3 or 4 cats of the same color in the row column. So there are. So we're going to flip the middle one right here. Now the next thing you check is if there's any cat outside of the shelter. So there is one, the one that was flipped, it was face down, ready to adopt. It's out of shelter. Now any other cat that they're they're also face down and connected to the cat that it's also face down, ready to adopt. All of them are go to the new home at the same time. So I guess we have to create extra steps so in the app, so you know what's going on. Otherwise, you're gonna see this blank space, and you would ask like, "Oh, what happened?" But anyway, so we got 2 cats adopted. That's why we have 4 points, and that's the so that's pretty much how the app will work. And then another thing, so I mentioned there's will be one rule going to be different from the card game is the wildcat. So when you have 3 or 4 cats of the same color in a row column, if there are 2 wildcats in that group, all the cats will be flipped. So for example, we have a wildcat here and another wildcat in this space and a red cat over here. The reason I said red because in the card game the base color for this cat is red, so that's why I'm calling this cat a red cat. Alright, so that having a wild in these 2 spaces, that makes all these 3 cats are become red, and that will flip because there are 2 wildcats in this group, so all the cats will be flipped, become ready to adopt. So that's the one rule that will be different than the card game. The reason this rule is not added to the card game is because the card game is meant for mass market. It's a little bit easier to play for everyone, for families and kids. That's why it doesn't have this additional rules. Okay, so we need your help to get more fundings to help develop the app. We need the fund to have more drawings, right, to make it look more presentable, and also to develop the game. So the pledge is, we call it the Juju the mobile cat. Is 20. I'm sorry. It should be 37, not 27. Yeah, I made a mistake right here. So it'll be 37, and then you will, what you will receive is, if you pledge, you will receive, in the app's Twitter page, you can have yours and your cat's name in it. You can also give us a little short sentence, like maybe 10 words. We can put it there. Like my cat Maru. I can say it like I miss you, Maru, or something. It's anything you like. So as long as it's not controversial, or it's because it's a family game, so you want to make it family phrase. Anyway, okay, so that's one of the things that you will get. Another thing is, once the app, the web app, the one that I just show you, is developed. Probably shortly after the Kickstarter campaign is over, we're gonna give you a login, and then so you can log in and play. And then it's a more like a beta version, and then you're more than welcome to give us suggestions. Now, if you back other pledge levels, you can also add additional $10, so you can have the same reward. Meanings, have yours and your cat's name, or give us a sentence. We put it on the app Twitter page, and also give you a login to access the web app. The web app, you can play it in the browser on your desktop system, or on your phone or tablet. It works much better on the phone and tablet, because you can press and swipe and drag. And the actual the version that we want to release. The final release will be the app version. You can download. If you have iPhone, you would download from App Store. If you have Android phone, you would download from the Google Store. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it. If you have any question, just feel free to message me. And again, it should be 37, not 27. I gotta make that change right away. All right. Thank you for your time, and please share our project with your friends and family, and hopefully we will raise and then reach more stretch goals, especially the one at 20,000, so we can have more than 30 unique cats in this game. All right, thank you, and have a nice day. Bye.